If I were you, what would I visit in Edinburgh? Tough question. So, let me just show you what we visited while being in this beautiful city. We spent there 5 chill days of just walking around and exploring not only narrow streets, but also farms, hills, and the seaside. Oh, and I'll also show you some photos we took there with locations and some restaurants. But let's start from the beginning. Our initial plan was to spend there 4 days, but our flight has changed and we flew there 1 day before. This only meant we had even more time not to rush and explore the city. Let's start from the old town. Everything is really close to each other, so we walked a lot. Scott Monument is huge, and if you want, you can go up there on an observation deck for a few pounds. We didn't do it, so maybe next time. It's located in Princess Street Gardens, which are perfect to grab a drink or a snack from a nearby cafeteria, sit there and just chill. It's really clean, and there's also Ross Fountain with a view on a huge castle up on a hill. There are also Royal Scottish Academy and the National Galleries of Scotland. From there, it's a few-minute walk and you're on the Royal Mile, which is a nickname of a series of streets forming the main passage of the old town. You won't guess what's in this old kirk. Alright, you have 3 seconds to guess. It's called Trunkirk Market and you can buy there so many things from the local artists. I wouldn't guess it. Walking towards the castle along the high street, you can see the St. Giles Cathedral and Talbot Kirk, which was probably our favorite building in the whole Edinburgh. You can see it from everywhere. Unfortunately, we didn't enter the castle because the tickets were sold out. So if you want to visit the hill and the castle, you have to book it in advance. After enjoying the view from the hill and taking a few pictures, we moved towards our next location. While wandering around the nearby streets, we entered the Greyfriars Kirkyard Cemetery. And by the way, it's one of the most famous graveyards in the world. Next up, Victoria Street, which is widely believed to be the inspiration for Diagon Alley in the Harry Potter series. Oh, and by the way, you can have a look on this street from 2 levels, because the old town is settled on a hill. That's why you have to constantly go up and down and take a whole lot of steps. The old town is full of hidden gems and narrow streets that makes you feel like in a Harry Potter movie. If you're a fan of this series, you're gonna love it. Like these people waiting in the queue to enter this Harry Potter merchandise store. I also recommend the Museum of Edinburgh because it tells you a lot about the story of the town and it's free. The Vennel had a great view on the castle, but I think I was expecting something else. But it's definitely worth seeing. By the way, Old and the New Town are the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So let's move to the new part and visit Dean's Village. To get there, we took a walk from the place where we stayed. On the way, we went to the Circus Lane and oh my! This was so beautiful and I couldn't imagine living on this street. Lots of flowers, and not many tourists at the time we went there, and a really peaceful location. Walking through the park along the water of Leith didn't take us long, but it was worth it. Dean Bridge is huge. Man, who built it? And you can see it on the way to Dean's Village. The riverside location makes this place unique and charming. But let's move to Calton Hill, which is a must. It's not as big as Salisbury Crags or Arthur's Seat, about which I'm gonna tell you a little bit more later. But it's closer to the town. Nelson Monument was under renovation, but we could see all the other monuments there. There's also amazing view on the town from both sides. As we talked about the hills, let's move to Salisbury Crags. A bit longer walk, but not that bad to be honest. On the way there, we saw Palace of Holyrood House, which unfortunately we didn't visit, but it looked stunning. We thought it's gonna be a bit windy and colder up there, especially on Arthur's Seat we wanted to visit next. But it wasn't. A lot of people run on these paths around the Holyrood Park. The view from there was already so beautiful, but we knew that the top view will be the #1 view in the whole Edinburgh. So, we moved further. The path goes along the crags, which are huge, and I ain't gonna lie, I was kinda scared looking down there. To To go to the Arthur seat from where we are right now, it took us about 30 minutes. Not that bad. As I said before, it's the best view in the whole city of Edinburgh. Nothing can be compared to this view. A big mound in the middle of the city. We sat there for a bit, enjoying the view, and a lot of people do the same, so you gotta go there and enjoy this place. The next day, we went to the farm, which was at the bottom of this hill, you see. We took a bus there, and the best thing is that most of the buses here are double-deckers. I love it. We saw a lot of golf courses around the city, but this one had probably the best view. But we didn't come here to play golf. We came here to see the Highland cows that we already seen on a lot of magnets and souvenirs from Edinburgh. I even wore my cow sweater, so maybe they will like me more. It's all good, it's synthetic. And we found him. I don't know why, but it was probably one of the best moments in Edinburgh. Enjoying the nature, watching them chilling on the grass, loved it. We wanted to see more of them, so we went up the hill and saw a horse up there. As we walked there, we met a few more horses and literally spent there 40 minutes watching them, taking photos and recording videos. In the back, you can also see the Arthur seat and 3 bridges that looked pretty cool from up here. Later we saw a few more cows, but they were pretty far from us, so we got back. But from there, you also have a lot of trails. We were not prepared for that, but we're 100% sure it's worth it if you love hiking and in nature. Maybe you will see even more cows. On this hill, you also have Midlothian Snow Sports Center with Alpine Coaster. Looks pretty cool, haven't tried it, so let me know in the comments if you've been there. On the way back, we saw a few more horses that were closer to us. So beautiful. The northern part is quite different comparing to the part that I've just shown you. It's like a typical port town. Mostly we saw that from the bus on the way to Cramond Beach. It was kinda cool and windy, I ain't gonna lie. But because it was a low tide, the beach was really wide. And the tide here changes a few times a day and unveil a path that goes to the Cramond Island. We didn't want to be stuck on this island even though we checked the tide's weather. So yeah, we didn't go there. As you can see, the water levels change a lot throughout the day. So this time, we only spent some time on the beach and took some pics. As we were mostly walking around the town, taking photos and didn't want to rush, we could have technically visited all of these places in 3 days, I think. Now I want to tell you a little bit more about food. Ikigai ramen was really good and they had good prices. Dishum was more expensive and it has sharing focused menu. Sivarina's Hunter Square had a really good pizza and it wasn't that expensive. Edinburgh street food offers a lot of options, so you will definitely find something for yourself. We tried Harajuku and Peruvian. Ting Tai was really good, pricing was okay. Larder had really good breakfast, but book a table before. Edinburgh Press Club had a good breakfast and it was in the old town. The Milkman had amazing coffee and really good buns. Kilted donuts looked great but were too sweet for me. Zebra Coffee had huge cookies, but they were so sweet it took us a few hours to finish them. Kuna Cafe was pretty good for a quick breakfast. Cargarden Coffee was good for breakfast and a coffee break. To sum it up, Edinburgh is a great city for a city break. Even a few days makes you feel like you've been here longer because it's easy to remember the streets here. The city center is not that big but offers a lot of historical sites. If you love hiking, then you can go up the surrounding hills. If you love seaside, then you can visit northern parts of the city. Everyone will definitely find something for themselves.